Future plans for the Judgment Day have been revealed, plus an AEW storyline is suddenly dropped, and we have an update on an absent AEW star. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. Lots of stuff went down at Bad Blood. What was that?
You went like that in front of me, like I'm some sort of cat.
No, I was just speaking with my arms, as I want to do. Lots of stuff happened at Bad Blood, including Raquel Rodriguez making a return to WWE.
A little bit too soon, though, Tom, it would appear, because the way it went down, she appeared on the ramp to attack Rhea Ripley from the rear. The referee was sort of stood next to her. The referee initially didn't straight away call for the bell. Things happened, and eventually they get back in the ring. Rhea Ripley's whizzle-wazzled inside the ring. Liv Morgan's put on top of Rhea Ripley as if it was meant to be like, I attack you while the referee's back's turned, and then help Liv get the win. But while this is going on, the referee then signals for the DQ on the ramp. So it felt like Raquel got there too soon.
It was, or maybe, because there's a bit where like the ref got knocked into. Maybe the ref should have bumped for that moment as he got knocked into. Regardless, Raquel Rodriguez is back and she helped Liv Morgan pick up the win. And it's PW Insider that are reporting that this isn't just a relationship with Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, nor is this just something for Mammy to do in the meantime. Raquel Rodriguez is officially joining the Judgment Day moving forward.
And it has been planned as far back as July, they also report.
Yeah, so it's not like when last year we had Drew McIntyre as sort of like a subsidiary member, not even a member of the Judgment Day. A hired goon of the Judgment Day. It feels like Rodriguez is going to be more in with the in crowd, in with them street rats, than Drew is. And I think that's a nice place for her to be. I think it's in rebuilding the Judgment Day. You kind of have Raquel Rodriguez replacing Rhea Ripley as the muscle of the group.
I think it's fantastic for her because you can hark back to the big mammy cool days of NXT because that fits with the Judgment Day's aesthetic. And also, it's more than just Raquel Rodriguez coming back and saying, hello, I have a muscular back. Look at my lovely smile. We need more than that to be the character. It looks like it's going to be that way as part of the Judgment Day.
Now it's, hello, look at my muscular back. Don't I have a lovely frown?
Imagine, right, if Dom gets in a thruple
oh my
with
God.
Liv and Raquel.
He would be eaten alive.
Could you imagine?
He'd be turned into a fine powder, that man. What a fine powder. Tomorrow night, it's NXT in St. Louis, our second night on the CW, and we're going into it with a record-breaking title reign.
269. Nice days. Obafemi has been your North American champion, making him the longest reigning North American champion in the history of that belt, taken over from Wesley, who is now the second best.
He is indeed, surpassing Wesley's reign over the weekend as champion. I love Obafemi as NXT North American champion.
He should never lose that belt. He should relinquish it when he's ready, go to the main roster, win the world title, never relinquish that. Put it down when he retires. That should be the life and times of Obafemi.
He just collects them like Infinity Stones.
Tommy's so big.
He is big, that's the thing.
He's so big.
He never loses the belt. They just get absorbed into him.
like a lifestyle, like a life version of Bret Hart's guard against Goldberg.
Yeah,
otherwise known as a six-pack.
Just absorbed into the monstrous Obafemi. He's facing Tony D'Angelo tomorrow night in St. Louis. And there's a few people that suggest that this might be the end of the record-breaking reign, and I absolutely do not want that to be the case. I thank you.
I am terrified. They've built Tony D'Angelo as a Rocky figure, sort of like having him training in derelict buildings and whatnot. In the promo cut last week, you're just a man, Oba. You're just a man. So they build him up as this babyface to take down Obafemi. We were saying on the podcast, I think it was you made the point that saying this storyline fits someone better who isn't Tony D'Angelo, who, remember, is a mob member who kills people.
Yeah, it's hard to have that sympathetic underdog from someone in a crime family. But anyone else would have fitted this storyline. I don't think Tony does. But regardless, it's happening, and that's happening on Tuesday. Obafemi looking to continue on as 271 days as champion. Incredible bit of business for our boy. Now let's go to AEW, where a storyline very suddenly got dropped, and we don't quite know why.
Yeah, Fightful Select are reporting that Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway's on-screen partnership was dropped because there wasn't an option to continue the story, is the direct quote there. This is especially confusing as the on-screen entered their story and Statlander just simply moved on to an apparent feud now with Mercedes Moné. She cut a promo on Rampage last week saying, well, that street fight with Willow was like the ending to their feud and the ending to a partnership with Stokely Hathaway, and now she's going to go off because she's a born-again Kristen, Tom.
Born-again Kristen.
Because it's Chris Statlander I guess her full name's Kristen. Born again, Kristen. Get in there. But I don't know why that ending of the feud with Willow has to signify the ending of the partnership with Stokely Hathaway. Because that partnership, it was fantastic. It worked. He's a very little man. She's a big, strong woman. She would pick him up and put him on the step. And then he would walk up. It was a beautiful partnership. They worked together. It could have had legs for years to come.
And even though it is coming to an end, we could have maybe had some kind of payoff for
Hey,
it.
pal, we have done our business together here. I'm Stokely Hathaway.
Even if it, and I'm Chris Statlander, and I agree.
Thank you very much for your time. I'll see you down the road.
Tip the hat, see you down the road, son. That's all you needed. Just do exactly what we just did there. That's all you needed to do. But we didn't even get that. We just kind of got, and that's it now, moving on to other things, which is a shame. And I worry, I don't like this kind of booking where it just, forget
Loose
that ever
ends.
happened.
Yeah.
Let's just, tie up a loose end and move on.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason to leave those ends loose. There is one particular end that is loose, that has been loose in our lives, Ross, for a long time. Go back to 2019 when I joined this wonderful company, and we had a little song. A little song that captured the hearts and the minds of an entire wrestling community. 2, 3, 4. Don't you forget about Keith.
About Keith Lee, everybody, so it was.
No.
Go watch the video. It's on the channel. Go on.
Sam Driver did a fabulous job with that video.
Yeah. He's got a fetish for the 1980s, that man.
Haven't we all? It's been well over 9 months since Keith Lee was benched in AEW. Could have gestated a baby in that time. And Fievel Select offers us an update on where Keith is and who we've nearly forgotten about.
Yeah, the same way I told that Keith Lee has still yet to be cleared for return to action due to an undisclosed medical issue. Lee was planning to take on Swerve Strickland at AEW World's End last year. That was in December, if I believe it or not believe it, which was he was finally set to capitalise on the two splitting up 1 year prior. That was, my God, that feels a lot sooner than it actually was in reality. The report continues. Unfortunately, in the days prior to the match, Lee was sidelined and has not returned. He's not been at regular TV tapings in quite some time and hasn't been factored in creatively. Keith Lee remains on the AEW roster and is still under contract with the company. We wish him well in recovery. Here to that last bit.
As we do as well. We're sending our best to Keith Lee. Unsure what the future holds for Keith, but God, as somebody that I was frustrated with his run in WWE, and I was more frustrated with his run in AEW. But it feels like for both there has been circumstances outside of the power of the booking teams and the world to prevent us from really seeing what Keith can do.
Because you were waiting for that moment where, like, you were trying to forget about the issues that was the creative team of Vince McMahon back in the day when they used to give him the weird attires and whatnot, and you're thinking, take all that stuff away and let's see what he can really do, and then sort of real life implications get in the way. So it's been bad timing all around.
We'll send our best wishes to Keith Lee. A few little bits of admin. We got a brand new website at cultaholic.com. Oh!
Bloody big quizzes and whatnot. I've been having a go on them this morning. It's a slick website, let me tell you, Tom.
I would love for you to spend your Monday where you're supposed to be working, in your office job or wherever you are. Just pop open cultaholic.com, have a go at some of those quizzes. Take a little photo and say, I skived with cultaholic.com. Share it with us today. Go on. Let's discourage people from actually doing any work today. And we have a brand spanking new look Patreon at patreon.com/cultaholic. Brand spanking new tiers and brand spanking new things. We spoke about how obviously soon you're going to get extended versions of WTF moments exclusively at patreon.com/cultaholic for every WWE and every AEW pay-per-view. Also, as a thank you for supporting us in what we do, because honestly, we couldn't do this without you. You'll be getting to check out Punishments back once again with the Renegade Master.
Yeah, they're going to be brutal as well because they're on Patreon and don't have to abide to the YouTube gods.
This is it. You're going to get WTF moments and punishments that go above and beyond what YouTube want us to do. And Sodom. I can't even say what I want to say, but I can on Patreon.
Yeah.
If you do so already, if you love the Cultaholic Classic Raw, SmackDown, and Nitro reviews, we do video versions of those on the Patreon as well. So you can watch them as well as listen to them there as well. And video versions of Desert Island Graps as well. You can check out those. And also, if you'd like to feature in an episode of the Classic Reviews or be the star, be your own castaway on Desert Island Graps. There's details on the Patreon how you can do that as well.
And if you want a full explanation about WTF and the future of that, there was a full 2-minute explanation at the end of the episode for Bad Blood 2024. So go and check that out because I go proper in depth. It's a decision we didn't take lightly.
It's not what we took lightly.
Aye.
But in doing it this way, it opens up the chance for the old Stone Cold of WTF moments to come back again, which I'm really excited by. We couldn't do it without your support. We are immensely grateful whether you click on a video, whether you click on a podcast, whether you hit like and subscribe on the channel, whether you join us on Patreon. There's no pressure to do so, whether you check out cultaholic.com. We couldn't do what we do without you, and we are immensely grateful for you for being there. Thank you so very, very much. And for the latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.